Don't trust Claude's page citations on long PDFs. I asked it which page held the termination clause in a 47-page contract. It said page 12. The clause was on page 28, and that wasn't a one-off. It was wrong 34% of the time. If you're feeding Claude legal docs, leases, or long reports and quoting page numbers back to clients, you're shipping wrong citations right now. I'll show you the exact failure on screen, why it happens past 20 pages, and a 6-line Python fix that pushed accuracy to 98%. I'm Lazar. I run this preprocessor daily inside client document pipelines. Let's start with the failure nobody talks about. Here's the setup. I've got a 47-page commercial contract open. I drop the raw PDF straight into Claude and ask one question. Which page contains the termination clause? Claude answers confidently. Page 12. I scroll to page 12. It's a definitions section. The actual termination clause is on page 28. I rerun the same prompt across 50 long contracts from a law office client. Wrong page number 34% of the time. The clause text is usually quoted correctly. The page number is hallucinated. That's the trap. The answer looks right, so nobody double checks. Here's why it happens. When you upload a PDF, Claude's parser extracts text, but does not preserve a reliable page-to-text anchor past roughly 20 pages. On short documents, you don't notice. On a 5-page invoice, it's fine. On a 47-page contract, the internal page mapping drifts, and when you ask what page, the model guesses based on document structure. It's not lying. It just doesn't have the anchor anymore. Most tutorials never hit this because they benchmark on single-page PDFs. The fix takes 60 seconds and 6 lines of Python. You pre-process the PDF into Markdown and inject an explicit page tag at the top of every page. Use pdfplumber. Open the file. Iterate over pages, and for each page write a comment like page 28 in HTML comment syntax, followed by the extracted text, followed by a separator. That's it. Now every chunk of text is wrapped in a hard, machine-readable page anchor that Claude cannot lose, because it's literally part of the text content. Feed that markdown into Claude instead of the raw PDF. Ask the same question. Which page contains the termination clause? Claude reads the page 28 comment sitting directly above the clause text and answers page 28. Every single time. I reran the same 50 contract benchmark with the pre-processed version. Citation accuracy jumped from 66% to 98%. The 2% that still miss are cases where a clause spans 2 pages and the model picks the wrong one. Fixable, but a different problem. This is the exact preprocessor running in a production document pipeline for a law office client. They ingest contracts, leases, and supplier agreements daily. They're paralegals used to manually verify every page citation Claude produced. Now they don't. The page tag is part of the prompt context, so when Claude quotes a clause and cites page 28 is provably correct. That's the difference between a demo and something you can put in front of a paying client. 2 things to watch for when you build this yourself. First, some PDFs have rotated or scanned pages. pdfplumber will return empty strings for those, so pipe them through an OCR step before tagging. Second, don't use markdown headers like #page28. Claude sometimes treats those as document structure and reorders them. HTML comments are invisible to rendering but visible to the model, which is exactly what you want. If you want the exact preprocessor script, I've posted it on BizflowAI. i.io. Same one we ship inside client document pipelines. While you're there, you can see real examples of what we build for solopreneurs, agencies, and ops teams who need documents, email, and CRMs to actually talk to each other. Hit subscribe and ring the bell so the next automation breakdown finds you. And if you've got a workflow you want automated end-to-end, book a free 30-minute discovery call at BizflowAI.io and we'll map it out together.